welcome back to episode 41 of Retrospective Progression. I'm Aredawg, the creator here, and yeah, we can see that I I've done a little work during my vacation. um, I've kind of decided I wanted to start on getting these areas all set up. So these four extra houses here. So while this is our main house, we'll have four other houses that'll be here. So I'm just kind of planning out where everything's gonna go. Entryway, room. Probably gonna have like a big dining room there, bathroom, room, stairs to go up, room back there. So yeah, we're just planning out how this is going to look. Haven't really gotten this one over here figured out, but I did get a little bit of this. We've got a room here, and an entryway here. This is probably like a main entry room here. Maybe have a little room that's kind of off here, or I don't know. Just kind of planning it out. Yeah, I just literally put those blocks there. They haven't grown over yet. So yeah, did a lot of little fun things. Well, a lot of little cleanup of the area around here. One of the things I want to show you, actually, you can kind of see here in the distance. Since I got this done, I kind of also wanted to work on getting at least a starter area for that cavern over there. In fact, let's head over in that direction. So looking from over here, we've got to get this kind of set up so that way, this is going to be a big cavern right here. This cavern, I'm probably going to have go a little bit further. We're going to have it end off over here as well. So this will, like, from here to there will be kind of one of the walls. This will be a central area here. Maybe like a pillar or something, like a stalactite or stalagmite. So it might kind of swoop in and swoop out. So kind of, and then this side will be whoop. Technical noises. This right here, I do want to, since we have our cactus farm here, I do want to kind of make this into a kind of like a dye shop. Maybe a wool farm will go right here, kind of in a nice central location. So that way I could just, if I need dyes or wool, I can just go right there. And then if we come over here, like I was considering doing from here to here, but I'm not sure if I want to do it so I can have that as one cavern and then this is a separate cavern. But if I do that, that might be a little easier for me. But the reason why I also want to come over here is I also did a little bit here. And as I was kind of going through here, I found something that I think I want to take advantage of at some point. Believe it's going to be right, if I remember where I put it. This might be the way to the lower portion. It should be around here some. Am I in the right place? Don't think I'm in the right place. Give me a second. You are not supposed to be there. Where did you come from? Did you come from up? Oh, you would have come from up there. Okay. I have some stuff I need to light up. Yeah, I need to light up up there. Give me a second. I'm still trying to find that thing. I think it's actually, no, it's down here. Okay. Yeah, I found this when I was just kind of looking around here. Yeah, now that we've got the little spinny guys inside, we have a skeleton spawner. And I did have this go all the way to the air. Oh yeah, I probably should take this chest. Because chests are always good. Oops. But yeah, I found this. I want to make a skeleton farm out of this. So in that way I can get bones and arrows. And then I can also use this eventually to get XP once we have the ability to... Oh, excuse me. once we have the ability to use XP and so on and so forth and can enchant. Oh, it's going to be nighttime. Let's see if I can just do this. Let me get my sword out just to be safe. Okay, we're good. You never know when a mob might come and attack you while you're in your bed because it's early Minecraft, as opposed to now, which that doesn't happen. But yeah, it's literally right around here. Oh, here's the little lighting area. You can see that. And if we went up this way, this is our way out of the cave. I think. Yes, here it is. And if we went this way, we will eventually find the light pole thing somewhere around here. I forget. But yeah, so I do want to get that that skeleton spawner all figured out. Again, this is going to be an underground portion of it. I am planning on having like little homes or little shops down here, because I think this is a great little like cave system here that I'll need to map out a little bit more fully, and then we can just kind of set up a little underground dwarven district right here. Like this is one part of the district. So yeah, that's a little bit of the plan. I haven't done any more walls here, but let's go check out the farm area. So as we approach our way to the barn, I do kind of want to show off that, yeah, if you remember before, there was probably a little like more jaggedy kind of a hillscape here. Yeah, I was able to kind of clear that up, change up how that looked, got rid of quite a few taller portions and kind of just made it a nice gentle slope, just to make it nicer. But the big thing that I wanted to do was this right here. So this is going to be part of the movement here. I've got a little starter area of where the waterfall is going to be. Back there is where we're going to try and do a little bit of movement of sorts to try and make it look like it's more realistic. We don't have... Wow, that is a lot of squid down there. Right now we don't have a lot of glass panes, which could make this look nice down here, like a little bit of like a mist of some sort around here. We'll get that eventually. But we can try and do something back behind here to make it look like there is a little bit of difference. And you know what? I want some dye. There we go. You can never get enough black dye. Or ink sacks at this point in time. So yeah, that's kind of what I've worked on here. Smoothing this out. In fact, let's go up here a little bit. I did have to like add a bunch to that hill right there because it was just like a sharp cut off, and then there was like pieces here. But then I flattened this area and I re-put the torches around in a very uniform manner, the way that I like. So yeah, this is the work I've done here. In fact, let's go take a look at our wheat farm. Oh, we can do a harvest. How? That's rude. We'll deal with that later. But for now, oh, that's so fun to see. And then we just wait. As it all flows down to the end over there. I think if I just let it go to about here, and then I do that, the water should still... Oh, okay. It doesn't. but not sure when would be a good point to turn that off. I guess I have to get back up here. All right, I got that all planted and ready to go for the next harvest. And since we're over here, let's get another harvest of sugarcane. Oh, love it. There will be a day that this becomes easier by, putting mud blocks down here, and then underneath having hoppers, and then having a timer, and then putting glass in front of this, so it's just auto harvest. Someday, we'll get there. Now that area is not the only area I've worked on a little bit. I'm over here because I kind of want to show off a little bit here. You can kind of see something's a little different over here. Yeah, I went through and I cleared out this entire forest area, mostly because I want to have a village out here as well, because that's the idea of Nerlatheus. Nerlatheus has a city within the mountain, a city without a mountain, and a city on the mountain. So I'm working a little bit on the interior of the mountain and the exterior of the mountain here, as we're slowly going to be building this mountain up. Once we get to the ability to go past 128, then we'll go up further and I can start developing the city on the mountain. But for right now, I think the city outside of the mountain and the city within the mountain are going to be my two main focuses. So yeah, I started by clearing off all of these trees out here. So yeah, it looks a lot more barren. And I did kind of want to change a little bit of this. Like, there's some of these weird, like, jutty pieces. I just want it to be a little bit smoother. So that way, when I still want to keep, like, some of these hills here, so at least I have different elevations for my builds. I think that'll make it look nice. But some of these things, like this, is a little too steep. So I do want to clear that up. The other thing I want is, in the distance, you can see over here, there's a cobblestone something or other. As I was kind of planning this out and taking down this entire forest, I was like, I'm gonna need a place to get my forest, and I don't think I want to put it in the farm area back there. I want to have this kind of in this location right here. So what I did was I chose a good location where I can have it, and then we're going to have a wood workshop right here. So we're going to have all different kinds of wood that are going to be grown here. Like, I have a little small forest area here. Kind of comes around here because we're going to need that. Especially as we begin to get different wood types. Right now we just have birch, spruce, and oak. But with those three, I mean, that it's all going to be the same wood at this point in time. So I am going to do a little bit of leveling of this area. And then once it's nice and leveled, we'll do a little build here as well. I'll bring you in once I've got this down to a good level location. So yeah, let's do a little bit of a time jump here. All right, so we've got it all flattened out. Even flattened it out around here, and I was a big nerd, and I decided to straighten out my torches as well. I did a little bit out this way, and more towards the mountain area here. I pulled it all the way from over there, came over this way, came over this way, came over. You can kind of see a little bit of the line here. So this is a line, that's a line. So yeah, this lines up to that. Am I a nerd? Yes, I am. But I also got myself a bunch of materials here. So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna do a quick little what's the word I'm looking for? Not the quick little time lapse here. And we're just gonna get rid of all this dirt, and we're gonna put in some stone as the floor. So let's get going. Okay, and I've got that done with 1 L extra. Piece of cobblestone. All right, so we've got our base put in here. We know that this is going to be our front here. So we have this. I kind of did move this a little bit, so in that way it's nice and even here. So this is going to be our central point right here. This is where we want to have a way into it. And in kind of thinking this one through, I think I kind of want to do kind of like a garage kind of feel to it, because this is going to be a big kind of a wood shop. So while this here is probably for more for, getting things out, I'm thinking this garage should be maybe about that big. And then over here, we can have like a little office doorway here. So let's get our cobblestone back. And let's see, I did 2 over here. Let's just do this. We'll have a little office area here where, people can come in and say, hey, I'm here to order my stuff. You can go upstairs, and there's like a little bit of office building up there. This is probably going to be like a main garage type area. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let me just also, since we're doing a garage, let's just put this down so it's nice and neat. Let's see, what else do I want to do? We'll have to have like back here is where we're going to have like the crafting area. So one of the things that I do want to do is I want to have some stone slabs, and I kind of want to have the garage door closed. That's not enough. Let's do this. Building live. Oops, there we go. And we'll go here. So this is going to be, let's go 6. Bring this up. Let's see, we're at 3 height. I want to go up 4. No, I want to go 5. Because that'll give a good idea of how big the garage door will look. Yeah, that looks like a good garage door. So what we could do is we can surround this garage door with stone. Let's just do this right And we'll just kind of come across this way. So I'm kind of going a little bit modern, kind of a modern look for this, but I'm also wanting to keep it maybe somewhat, maybe like the tools inside are still kind of like fantasy style, old school. I don't know. But yeah, this would be kind of the front. So I'm gonna keep falling and taking damage there. Yeah, we could go up a little bit more here. And then this, of course, is going to be the office. So we're going to have maybe a little waiting room area right here. We'll have the door be right here. So we're going to dig this up, put that down. Then we'll actually get this part done as well. So we just get the facade done. And once we get that done, oops, let me get you. Okay, get that done. Jump into here. That only affected one torch, which is perfectly fine. Boom. We've got our. Let's get a door in there, so at least we can take a look at the facade and see what it looks like. Boop boop, bloop bloop. And there we go. Got a door. And I actually want the door to be inset a little bit, so that way it looks like it's, more of a 3D kind of look. So I'm definitely going to want to do a little bit of like breaking up of this, just straight look here. But for right now, I, number one, don't have all the blocks that I want to use for texturing, number one. And number two, yeah. Right now we're just looking at how this is going to look. So we've got our basic garage here. This is where people can come in and get their stuff. Like they can bring their wagons in to grab their table or their furniture or their chairs or whatever, and then have horses pull them away. And then in here, just a nice little area to sit down. Back here's a little reception area. We could probably do like this is where a receptionist would sit. Yeah, and then have a door probably right here for other people to like walk in. Reception area here, and then this goes into. Let's see, I think I'd want to have the reception area be like this. So there's a little chair here. It's a little enclosed room, but they can come out this way, and then obviously the rest of the building kind of comes off of this. There is a way to get up to the upper stairs, but this also leads into getting out here. Might want to also do this, so in that way this person can come in here and talk at the reception desk. I think that would be good. But then they can kind of walk through this. There's like a closed door here, and there's like a closed door here. As far as on this side, I'm thinking we'll do something like this. So we'll kind of have a little bit of light in these pockets right here. So that way nothing spawns in there. But I think that let's just get this up, and let's get this up to here. And yeah, let's do this as well. Now it's all going to be grayscale right now until we can get some color in here. I may do like a little blue painted in here, and I may have to like do like an inner wall and an outer wall. That might be a thing to do here. I don't know. Again, I'm just going off of my ideas here. So probably could have brought this up too. I want to see what this looks like on the other side of this. then since we have 6 here, let's do a light here and a light there. And then we'll just down here. Okay. And that's fine. So yeah, it looks like this on the inside. I think that's perfectly fine. That looks good. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a time skip here. We're gonna build up some of this stuff, and yeah, I think that the next thing will be to do a little bit of testing and then go work on our house. And there we go. I kind of did a little bit more work, obviously. Was able to get the second story all finished up, and I put on a roof. So let's go check this out. Now, of course, I've shown you here. Ding dong. Let's go back into the employees lounge, and I don't know if I put this door down here, but what I want to do is probably have some like underground stuff that maybe make this into an iron door of some kind, and we'll go there for maybe some underground stuff. We'll worry about that later. And then if we go upstairs, we have one office here that kind of looks out into this direction. And then we have another office over here. One that kind of looks out front and one that looks out this way. So yeah, those are some good stuff. And then I decided, you know what? We need a little bit of balcony into this area here. And yeah, this is what I've got so far, is just this. I do want to do something else here. I do have stairs that kind of go up this way in the back over here, but I got myself a bunch of wood here, and I think I want to see if I can leverage, yes, I can use some trapdoors. So I'm going to make some trapdoors here, because what I want to do here is I want to replace this and kind of... Oh, this is fun. I can't click it on right against. Huh. I can't click it against this at all. Does it? Okay. Well, that's one thing to know how trapdoors work. All right, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm probably going to have to redo these because that still drops into wood. Oh, this is going to be fun. Give me a second. Okay, so this is kind of the idea that I'm wanting here. I took down all these stairs here, and now I have this here. So let's go ahead. Okay, that's going to be a future thing. Let me just go do this now. We'll worry about getting those stairs set up correctly later. How about that? Let's go ahead and make ourselves an extra bit of stairs here. So we're going to want to put stairs right there. Okay. Oh, I gotta love how early Minecraft builds work. Okay, so we've got this set up here. We'll just kind of put these up against here for now to show. We'll do this. We'll do one more to kind of show. Okay, we can walk up and down it. That's eventually where we're gonna put these trapdoors. But right here, I can do trapdoors here. So if I take these out, I can put trapdoors here. So pick that stuff up. Let's get them a couple more trapdoors here. Okay, so got some more trapdoors. Let's see how well I can do this. We'll do... Can it be top? Nope, it's only bottom. So if I do the top, yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't put anything above it. So for right now, this railing is just going to be very precarious. But I do want to do that for the rest of this here. And as I'm kind of like thinking about the design of this, I'm thinking maybe this will eventually become copper grating. But of course, copper doesn't exist yet, so we're gonna have to wait a while. But I do like how that is. I think I do want this pillar to come down all the way here. We'll pick this stuff up. We'll make some more trapdoors for up there. And because I got plenty of wood for that. Let's just do another about here. And we will put these down. And oh. Close that up. And again, eventually I'm going to have this all the way up here. And this is the first time we have rain when I'm recording. Because I've had rain when it's not been recording, but now it's raining. So let's go outside and check out the rain. Obviously, there's not much extra I can do in the rain. It's just kind of an effect these days. So, yeah. There's no cauldrons for us to collect the rain in. There's no, we could stop fires from happening in the rain, of course, but at this point in time, rain is kind of useless. If we were in a snowy biome, obviously the snow would start falling, and we'd start seeing, if there's not a snow layer, there'll be a snow layer. But can't get snow layers just yet. That's in the future. Oh, interesting. Oh, this might be like a little bit of a desert area here, or a river? I don't know. Because if I check F3 here, it doesn't tell me what biome this is. It does give me that chicken number ID. So if I come over here and say, hi, chicken. Yeah, those two spawn pretty close together, as you can tell. Anyway, interesting. Yeah, so with the rain, if it's in a desert biome, obviously there's no rain. And I believe this is a desert biome. You can see that there's no stars in the night sky. It's kind of a weird hexagon in the sky. But everywhere else, if there is the ability to rain in it, it will have the border of the rain. Kind of neat. This also makes me want to experiment a little on farming stuff. Let's kind of get back into the mountain. I think I'm good with that for now. I might do a little bit of extra building in there for make sure that the wood shop is ready to go. But I think for now that's a good part to stop on for that. But I do want to try one other thing. So let's head in and get this rain to go away. So now that we've got a nice dry day, rain's done and over with, I do want to try out a couple of things with some bone meal. So in this version, we should have grass. There we go. Hey, look at that. And this version, no longer are we able to get wheat from just tilling the ground. We have to break grass. So this is the first version. I think this is the first version where this is the case. And of course, we have the ability to get flowers. So there is a farm that people can make. And now that I'm thinking about it, there's probably some other stuff we need to try. I need to make a dispenser. You know what? We'll just do this. We will do this. Get that. We'll get a bow, redstone, and we'll put cobblestone around it. Dispenser. All right, now here's my question. Can I, if I put a dispenser down and I put some bone meal in it, I cannot put the dispenser on. I'm gonna shift. Nope. So shift clicking does not exist. We'll do this. Unfortunate that does not work. So it's just gonna spit out the item. Kind of acting like a little bit of a dropper. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. So we'll just pick this up. We'll use this eventually at some point. But for right now, we don't need the dispenser. We're gonna try to make a manual farm of this. I'm just gonna put this in here. I have some other stuff in here. And in fact, I'll just take this dessert. Dirt. Now, what we can do here is with this piston, we'll do a little setup here. We'll do that. Put that there. We're going to want to have a little front here. And then if we do dirt this way, we're going to have to pull this dirt back because we're going to need to do that. So I can do that. And then we'll just put that there. This has to be back here. So we can have a lever that goes here. Lever that goes there. We take this out and we'd basically be doing something like this where it activates, deactivates, and then deactivates. Now, if there's a way that I could get grass to be up there, I think it can leap up this high. Should be able to. Actually, let's just staircase it, and then I'll see if I can get the grass up there as quickly as I can. Oh, as I look this over, I think it might take a little bit of time that I don't want to have to worry about. So let's make this a little easier on myself. I need 2 space here, and I need 1 space here. Actually, let's just do 2 space. I'll keep this up for right now because it does seem like this is doing pretty well. Let's take these because I should just be able to do what I want right here. We'll put a piston. Nope, piston's wrong. Piston this way. Piston this way, and then we put that there, do this, do that, and let's get our bone meal. Boom, we put that on. I fall down. I come and I activate this. They really changed things in modern because that should pop all of that off. What if I did this? No, that doesn't make sense. Either way, I guess I can't make an auto flower farm or seed farm yet. Disappointing. You know, I'm staring at this and I'm actually starting to wonder what happens if I just decide to do that. Oh, okay. And deletes that. There's a kitten in my way. Okay, it does pop off. That'd be really annoying to do. I think I know how to do this. In an early stage, of course. Early stage of Minecraft, we can definitely do something like this. Let's actually put these things back. Let's dig this. I'm wondering what happens if I stand on it. Okay, I wasn't actually standing on it. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, that's a thing that's interesting. Apparently, I guess I can go through blocks. Oh, that could be like an interesting way to like hide things. Of course, I think it only works in this version and won't work in future versions unless you do certain tricks. But anyway, my idea for the shifting pattern is actually something more along the lines of this. Basically, we have it like so, where you have the dirt kind of coincide with cobblestone, and it kind of goes back and forth. So you can have, in fact, we're going to get to the point where we can actually do this. Something like this. So now we can get the dirt going. Make it daytime. Night out there. I'll just do a line of this here so we can get dirt sent across. Maybe that'll work. Get daytime. Okay, so we've got this here. We've got two of these. Okay, we're gonna proof of concept this. So if we do this, yep, that happens. And if we do that, yep. So as a proof of concept, this could work. You have to alternate this to make it look like it will move. Let's do a little bit. Let's do one more experiment with the pistons. How far or how many of these can I do? I know there's a limit. I think it's 12. So we have 49. I should be done at 37. So we go 37. Yep, 12. So 12 is going to be our main push limit. So if we were to do something with this, we would want a system with 12 here. I think doing a diagonal pattern is actually better than doing a row type pattern. I think I do also want to put it over there because that's where I'm going to get my dandelions and my poppies. Although in this version they're called roses. Get rose and flower. Rude. But we could do a 12 by 12 area here, get 24 pistons, and then have all 12 push at one point, and then do another manual, have to go back and push a button, back and forth. That might be something to work on next episode to get myself kind of like seeds and such. I'm going to clean this area up, but I think this is... That's weird. This is a good time to go work on a little bit more building. So let me get this cleaned up and we'll head over to the quarry. We're here in the quarry village. And I think I'm going to start this with this house right here because it's the smallest house. And I'm looking at this, and for the most part, all of these entrances, except for this one over here, are on this layer right here. So, well, at least pictured to be on this layer here. This one is too higher. So I'm thinking what we can do here is we'll do a little bit of like a cobblestone base here. Well, no, we can... Here's what we can do. We can take care of this by doing that. Okay. We'll put that there. And we'll build this in like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a base around here. We're going to do this base as cobblestone. It's weird. For some reason, it's not letting me fully click sometimes. We'll come around this way to just dig this up here, and then we'll just cover this in cobblestone here. I want to get the base structure of this kind of figured out first, and then when I get the walls up, I'm going to do a little bit of a time lapse, and I may or may not do a little recording over. I'll have to check once the time lapse is going to see if there's enough time for that, but I think if we have this as a base for now, what we could do here, since this is the entryway, we would want to have wood here. So what I'm thinking is we'll have like a little entryway like so. That kind of looks like this, and maybe have like some fences that go up over here. Nothing too big. I may need more wood, but I'm going to do the floor out of wood in the entirety of the house for right now. And in fact, I think at this point I can... Well, let's see how much wood I can get through. If I need more wood, I'll go pick some up, and then I will also start the time lapse here. So let's. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need more wood. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me go get some more wood, and then we'll do the time lapse. Okay, so I've got that all built out. I did not have enough stones, so I had to go back and get some. So you probably saw me skip a little bit there on the time lapse. But this is what I have for this house so far. This is going to be bedroom, bathroom, living room, and kitchen. So it's a pretty small house. We're gonna have a little bit of a TV there, so we'll do the wool and whatnot. So we got the TV there. We've got the couch kind of right here. If I remember correctly, I think these lights should actually be here and here. As actually, you know what? Give me a second. Okay, got my sheet. We'll put that there for the coat rack, which is going to be out of end rods, which we don't have that yet. And then this is the TV one. Yeah, those are good. Those are good back there. Let's see the kitchen. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5, 4. Okay. So we're gonna have a table here and a counter here. So that should be good. In the bedroom, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 by 5 as well. It's a large bedroom, so we'll be putting the lights in there. And then off to this side into the bathroom. Actually, it's probably going to be hanging right there. Let's see. So that's 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Yep. We're still good over here. And then this will be the bathtub. Right now, it's gonna be weird. But yeah, this is the first house kind of built up and finished. So I think we have a good area here. And looking at how this is leveled out, this one we may start down here and push in. Oh, one thing to think about, windows. So let's actually come in here. We've got our bed is going to be right up against. Bed is gonna be right here. There's gonna be some stuff there. So we're gonna do a little pop out window here. The bathroom, I'm thinking let's do a pop out window up here because it's supposed to be high so that way no one can look in. Creepers. And as for the kitchen, we've got our counter space here. I could do a pop out window here and then do another one here, which will look into the neighbor's house right there. That'll be fun. As far as this room is, there's no good way to put in a window here. So we're not going to worry about that. So that should be the house. Now, as for the roof, I will have to figure that out because this is a weird top-down footprint. Probably not too bad of a roof that I can put on there. In fact, let's just use this, and excuse me, we'll just come up here just to see. It's got a weird footprint, but I'm thinking we'll do a little bit of an arch coming up this way. So, hard to draw it here. We'll do it like that to there. So that's going to be like the main truss. That's going to be a main truss. So we'll have one that goes up this way and then back down there. Those look to be the two main angles there. And then this is a little extra bit that probably will just do a little smaller slope. I don't know. I'll figure out the roof on that one. And I think this is actually a good start for me to work on the rest of the houses in the quarry. So next time I might just have those done. Yeah. So yeah, this has been a fairly long episode. You're just gonna see my Steve back. That should be fine. I don't care. But we did a little bit of work. I showed off the farm. We did work a little bit on our woodwork shop, and we did do some bone meal stuff and some piston stuff. And we built ourselves our first quarry house. So yeah, I really wish I could do the front facing again. It was so nice. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. I want to say thanks for coming along with episode 41 of Retrospective Progression. If you like the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. I'll see you next time. Later.